world. Wow. And another leg down. So is it time to sell everything? Is it sell in May and walk away like the stupid saying goes? No. Is it time to sell the projects that I did this morning? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Why? Well, let's say you buy something at up to $3, goes up to $4. Ride it all the way down to $1.10. I'll take the $1,000 because it's going below that. I'm hearing all this shit. Cup and handles. I went over the cup and handles. Don't allow all the YouTubers want you to do is they're scared. They're going to be optimistic because they're scared you're going to go away and they're not going to have viewers for the next until we start, turning around. That's what they're scared of. Z, what's up, brother? Scaredy cat. That's right. No, I only sold one. I only sold Threshold, and because it's gone below that. Really, I should sell Arrow. I should sell AIOZ. The bottom line is, is YouTuber that has 100 USD to his name. He said that when people fear, you must buy. I'm not saying at the time, but we could bounce back from this. It's going to be oversold. But when we jump into the 50s, if we do, Bob says with incredible support at 60K. Not saying we can't. Support and resistance doesn't mean shit right now. I was just listening to Discover Crypto and that moron DZ talking about, I was listening to Banter this morning, Ran and two of the British guys at like 4 a.m. talking about we must buy everything with every penny we got. Exactly. Sell your house, get a mortgage. Just joking. But saying this cup and handle shows us to go to $110,000. When you hear stuff like that, it is just them desperate to keep their subscribers, the views, because their views are going to go down majorly if we keep heading down. That's the bottom line. And the capitulation will continue. And, this has nothing to do with history rhyming, that bullshit. It has everything to do with the macro environment, period. Everything just happens to coincide with markets go up, they do well, and they go bad, right? Last halving, we had COVID, we had other things. It had nothing to do with post-halving sell-offs. I don't care if it's Pomp or Scaramucci or whoever is saying that, that's what happens after the halving. It's not true. The macro environment shit. That's why we're selling. Powell's going to speak this week and he's going to say, we're leaving rates the same, inflation's going up, or whatever he's going to say. It's not going to be good. And so they're pricing in that a little bit. And there's complete fear and people selling out of their crap. It's not going to end. And one thing I'm very sick of hearing is stupid people like George and Josh and all these other people saying, we're at $60,000. Think of where we were 2 months ago. No one gives a shit about Bitcoin. That's the leader. But all these people buying altcoins for the last 4, 5, 6 months bought Arrow at $1, bought Arrow at $1.10, bought Velodrome at 22 cents, bought whatever it may be, Ethereum at 3,300, and so those are the people who are getting hurt. It isn't nothing to do with these idiots talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the leader, so if Bitcoin goes up, everything will follow. But no one gives a shit that Bitcoin was at 40K. They care that their alts are down 70%, which is the truth. I'm hearing, 20%. It's not 20%. I bought AIOZ at a penny, got up to $1.10, $1.09. It's at I don't know, it's going to be in the 50 some cents. I should probably sell it, but I'm not going to. Right? Ondo, I'm in at 21 cents, 27 cents, bought some more at 76 cents. That's getting hammered. All of them. Where we were with Bitcoin. Yeah, don't even have it. Yeah, I have Bitcoin at 8,000, a little less, not a ton, but it doesn't mean anything. When I hear that from people, it's just mind-blowing to me. Where we were a couple months ago. Well, no, people bought the top on altcoins because they thought it was going up. I just bought a shitload of something called Shadow at $1.22. It's at 70 cents. Will it come back? I don't know. So I'm just pissing away money. Oh, fucking Quant. Yeah, I'm looking at Quant. I'm looking at all those Metis and all that shit I bought at the ones that have such good supply, and wanted to sell those because you could buy them back less. You know, and stupidly, I've been buying this week small stuff, nothing crazy, but you know, you never learn. I just, people are going to get desperate for views, so just be careful for the people, not you ZE, but the people who might jump on this later, the Wendy's, and everyone's going to get desperate to not lose you, so they're going to give you false optimism. Now, we will come back at some point, but the economy is in the shitter. I said this yesterday. Don't listen to the idiots who say it isn't. It is. When you have smaller growth, or I saw Bob bitching at Bluegrass yesterday, saying that you're in a dying economy. He's in, I guess, manufacturing as well as I am. I'm in a different type of thing, I assume, than him. But my company's doing amazing. I'm looking at the people who sell the product. They're hurting. So he's a stupid fucking idiot. I would love to debate that moron. He's only in Wisconsin. I live in Illinois. I should go up there, take him for a Fredo fishing trip, like I said. I'm frustrated with idiots like him who have a roommate who are 40 years old, don't have a pot to piss in, and says the economy is doing well. He doesn't have a fucking clue. Exactly. Crypto Angler is a moron. Ooh, I'm on fire. That run's supposed to get rid of some of my energy, but I had a energy drink before I went, and I'm flying high. Yeah, I just hate hearing where we were a couple months ago to where we are now. We are down. Who cares about Bitcoin? All these poor people who loaded in on alts 60% higher, 50% higher than this, and didn't sell, like myself. Most of mine are up where I bought it, but not a ton. Now I've given away a few million dollars, and that doesn't feel good. We just came out of a serious bear market, and we are in a bear market. This is not a bull market correction. This is a sell-off, and the people at ZE, as you were saying yesterday, talking about the Hong Kong ETF, and I was laughing. George, oh my God, we got the ETF. It's going to be huge. They did 8 million. I mean, it's fucking Hong Kong. It's not going to move it's nothing. Nothing's going to move this needle right now until economic data changes, which is not happening anytime soon. I was listening to Rand say, the next 2-3 months, it's, typical. Sell in May, go away. And the next couple of months will be like this. Well, it certainly could, but it has nothing to do with the halving. It has nothing to do with history, that we can track year to year. It is all confidence. It's not manipulation by VCs like I'm hearing everyone say. It is people selling. It's people looking at my clickbait that I actually did today and selling. I'm not selling everything. Hell no. What's the point? I should sell some things and take some profit, but after taxes, what is the fucking point? Is a political, I just love how that guy knows everything. I was on yesterday for a little bit, just listening, not commenting, and I was laughing my ass off with some of the things I was reading and how he answers them like he has a clue. Sharp guy, not a clue of the real world. He needs to stick to his fishing and his whatever he does, jerking off his roommate. It's BlackRock, exactly. BlackRock's doing all this. Now, there have and another funny thing, too, is I heard so many people saying, well, people aren't just going to sell their ETFs. They're in them long term. They're not going to, most don't want capital gains on it. But I knew once things starts dipping down, people are going to be selling out of their ETFs. That's how it goes. People who bought in at 73 are going to BlackRock, and even though BlackRock really hasn't been selling, but Fidelity and ARK say, what the hell did you get me in? This is too volatile. Get me out, cut my losses, take the write-off, get into GE or buy Tesla, God forbid. As if the ETF people wouldn't sell. Exactly. That's exactly right, ZE. And you don't hear that. Look at it, it's just you and me preaching to the choir. I love it. But but it's the truth. So what to do, for the people coming on this later, because that's when I typically get the views. You got to do what's right for you. So my personal thought depends on your time horizon and the pain you can withhold. If you are near where you bought it, now we could bounce from here. We could have a quick bounce, but it's going to be short-lived. If you're near where you bought something and you're up a little bit, I would take profits possibly. I'm not doing it on a ton of mines. But if you're newer to crypto, not a bad idea, and you can buy it back cheaper. That's if you're going to make money on it. Because I can tell you, we're going down from here. Look at the trend. We're just going down. And people are going to get burnt and tired of it, walk away, and they're not coming back until they have a little more money, and we're in a bull market again. We are not in a bull market. It's not a retracement. We are capitulating. We are selling off. We are fair. And, most people just want out. I'm not. I use clickbait to, get some people on here. But I am looking at things that I may sell. I was just on Discover Crypto, and they're talking about buying Velo, that it has resistance at 12 cents. No, that's called support. And nothing has support right now. Not one thing has support. There will be buying opportunities of Bitcoin at 60K. I don't know where it's at right now. But there's no such thing as support in this market right now. No such thing. There's people who will buy at certain levels and sell. Don't look at charts. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. And it'll get you burnt. And if you're listening to people who are giving you optimism, I think it's good long term, but we've been in a bad ride for a bit, and it's going to continue. That's just the truth. Not me being pessimistic. I've been doing this long enough to see this is macro related, not profit taking. If I were at a 70% loss, I would cut my electricity to not have access to the internet. Yeah, the only thing that can save us is a solar flare. Pushing them all over the views and donations. Yes. Thanks for the donation. What? Donations. I'll never ask for a donation. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers or something like that. I still wouldn't. That's just, I have too much pride to be asking the people coming on here, my community, our community, to give me money. I would never. I can't imagine being that pathetic. And that goes for all these people, and begging for likes. And, people know the only reason I want to like video is to see if other people get on. I don't, but I mean, literally, I put on Wendy yesterday while I was in the car. It lasted literally 4 minutes, and I had to turn it off. Within those 4 minutes, she said, come on, stop grifting, smash the likes, come on, smash the likes. Anyways, what else can I bitch about, ZE? I want to bitch. I got to go home, work out hard to burn off some of this energy. Who else is on here? I see other people on here. Speak up, or for now and forever hold your peace. What do you need? What are you doing in the market of choppy? Z, if you're by computer or something, have we hit, are we in the 50s yet, or are we still hanging 60-ish on Bitcoin? Gullible. Yeah, that's the problem, the gullible. And you know what? I can't even help those freaking idiots who are gullible. That's, I didn't start this channel for the total gullible. I started for people who are newer, and for old timers like you and I who know a thing or two. But for the gullible who watch Ben and get into this Ben coin and the new meme coin he started with, Pulse Chain or whatever, and Gummy and all that crap. Good. I hope they lose everything. I really don't, but they deserve it. They're going to be morons like that, listening to scammers. 60.8. Okay. Time to buy. Everyone, put in buy orders. I'm going to buy 10 Bitcoin right here. Thank you. I remember yesterday's stream, a dude said, we are all George. Oh, Lord. George. Yeah, so I think this has been a bumpy ass ride, and I'm pretty deep into financials, always have been, and listening to the sentiment out there in regards to it's such a mixed bag. And I'm talking of the people who do this fully for a living, inequities and financials. You get some saying, I think they should raise rates. Some saying, keep them the same and then lower them twice this year. I mean, it just shows you nobody knows. Last time it didn't stay under 60K for long. They might be surprised now. Yeah, at this point, it's almost worth like ripping off the Band-Aid to hit some longs and drop us down to the low 50s, kill us a little bit, get some really cheap prices, hit the reset, and see what happens. I don't want that, but I mean, what's the point of being in this range and just keep chopping down, people getting optimistic again and saying, okay, this is the buy point. This is what, George said or whoever, and I'm going to buy here. And then boom, they buy it, some altcoins, and next thing you know, another 20% down, which, like I keep saying, is what keeps happening. These are 50, 60, 70% retracements on many of these alts. And if Bitcoin goes to the 50s, I can promise you'll see another 30, 40% on the majority of alts. And so getting them back to even not their previous highs, they're where they were on this drive up, is going to be a feat. Remember our market last time was cut short due to macro. It had nothing to do with a 4-year cycle. I'm not a believer in 4-year cycles, to be honest with you. I'm a believer in the macro environment. That's what drives cycles. That's what drives the stock market. That's what drives the economy. That's what drives housing. That's what drives crypto. It has nothing to do with the 4-year cycle. That's my personal point of view. Now, people could say, oh, yeah, it's a 4-year cycle due to the halving and everything. The truth of the matter is we do good for a couple years economically, and then shit happens and we hit the fan. That's the world we live in, whether it be war, interest rates, so on and so forth. So it just happens to coincide with a halving and all that type of stuff. Now, the supply crunch does have something to do with the rise, but it's all relative to what's going on in the world. We are not a hedge. But I'm curious to see where we go. End up today. Holy cow, I see is that a car in the ditch? Looks like a truck ran off the road. Look at that. Seems to be a truck off the road. Wow. That's some good driving right there. I should go help them, but they're not there. So, that somehow real life NPCs suddenly feel a desire to buy crypto every 4 years. You're so right. You and I are on the same page. Look at that truck. That's a lake right there. Wrong turn. You're very right. And I can tell you this, what would very much help us right now is if BlackRock and all the ETFs just started loading up. That is the only thing to help turn us around a little bit. But if we get some serious economic data, it's going to kill us anyways. We got to see what Powell says. The data, the employee cost index came up today much higher than expected. What does that mean? People are getting paid more and for certain jobs, and that's Powell doesn't like to see that. He wants to see unemployment go up a little. He wants to see the economy and demand hurting, where he can start lowering rates a little bit. Because if we keep rates up like this, spending is down, no matter what Bob says. People are buying on debt because they have to. They're paying credit cards. They're getting their asses kicked. Spending is down. People are in debt. Thank God I'm not. But these credit cards are raking it in. Yeah. Yes. So, my advice is if you're in some profits and you think it's going to go lower than you bought it, get out. That's my personal thought. Not financial advice, but my personal thought. If you think it's going to go lower. Am I doing that on all of them? No. I'm going to take a look at my portfolio after I'm done working out and I burn off some steam. I've already sold one, looking at others. I was the type of guy to burp on every live stream, just saying. Yeah, I gotta be. I try not to burp, but I listen to one guy, this one vegan who's kind of annoying, but he used to be a great activist until he went crazy, and he eats a full meal on his live stream. And the other day, I'm like, dude, no one wants to see you fucking eating. It's disgusting. And he takes these gigantic bites, and he's like, relax, man. He's an Australian, and name's James Aspie, and his wife commented to me, she's like, you're absolutely right. I tried telling him, but he doesn't listen. Everyone's like, chill. Who the hell wants to watch someone burping, drinking, spitting like I just did, taking a crap? Well, maybe I'll do a video of that. Me just on the toilet for like 24 hours. That might be a good one. Yeah, keep holding. What's up, C90? I was going to try to set up my stream before my run, but I knew I would screw it up. For some reason, I tried going in there, and it doesn't let me jump on that, and then I screw everyone over. Crummy day. I don't like this red crap. I am ready to make back the gains that I've lost. And it's very frustrating to me and to all of you. Isn't it? I guess it's time to, get dry powder if we don't have it. Time for the ETFs to have some major inflows. God, can you imagine if Grayscale comes in and dumps like 300 million today? That'll wipe out longs immediately. And there are a ton of longs coming in right now in the 50s. I don't know where the shorts are right now, but we never ended up hitting the shorts like I wanted to the other week. They came in the high 60s and 70s. That would have been very nice, but I think with everything that's going on, we would have, dropped back down after liquidations. Yes. What I don't like seeing is like Aerodrome taking a beating and all these ones that did so well. And they have so much promise, just everyone loading out of them, You can't help but want to sell and take some of the profits that you already have. Will it go back down to the price you bought it? I don't know. Some of them are going to go way lower. I mean, I can tell you many, the ones I have, like Metis, Aave, probably. Haven't looked at that. Polygon shit. And a lot of those are just hurting. I don't know how good Polygon's going to do because, they have such competition when it gets down. If it gets down to like the 30, 40 cent range again, I don't know if it's going to have the inertia to get back to the dollar-ish range. I think I saw Cardano at like the 40 cent area this morning, which is painful, but I guess where it belongs. Simlet still up 327% on Jasmine. Look at you and Jasmine, you and Bob, you and Crypto Angler rocking out the Jasmine. I might sell at this point, even being down today. Dump into you do what you got to do. Me personally with Jasmine, I don't think it's a bad move. If you got a nice cash, I would sit on that and wait on the alts, see what happens. I don't think if it's a decent amount of money, I don't think it's a bad idea. 43 cents. Beautiful. ADA. Oh. Lord have mercy. But I mean, Jasmine and, AMP was actually up yesterday, which was making me laugh. Everything's down. There were like 6 coins that were up, AMP being one of them, but still couldn't get back to a penny and a half like it it was managed to, we were having a little bit of a run a couple months back. That it hit zero. Dude, let me get out first at like 80 cents. Then I'll never, 3 coins I'll never buy again. ADA, XRP, Polygon. Never. Never, 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 never. Never. So people will stop talking about my... They'll never stop talking about it. Man, it's getting warm out here. So, I agree that those 3, ADA, Matic, XRP, AMP, Anchor. Oh, yeah, Anchor. Yeah, like I said, I sold Threshold this morning. I was up very good money on that, and I just got out of it because it was like right by where I bought it. And it's like, all right. Got to stop taking money out of the bank account to buy it. At least I'll have this on the side in USDC to make a move when I think the time is right. Look at that. Everything's coming alive here in the States. Yeah, we need good news. But, as I was saying on my thing, I was trying to do a little clickbait and, about selling. I do actually not have an issue with, I do not think it's a bad idea to sell, not panic sell, but sell things that you're up that you think you can buy lower, because I think a majority of these things, it will be the case, because we'll get a little grit. Like I said, I knew we'd had a green Sunday. I knew we'd have the rest of the week would be rough. We used to have red Sundays, and then the rest of the week would be decent. Now it's reversed. The weekends are time for people to start buying back in, and then they get their asses handed to them, me included, come Monday, Tuesday. That's the dip buyer. Who do you think that is? Which dip buyer is that? I don't know which dip buyer that is. There's a lot of them. Buy the dip. If this was a dip, definitely. This is a slow, fired, burning sell-off for the last few weeks, months. It's just no end in sight. So what are the plans today, boys? So I would just take it cool. I know a guy that makes videos with a 100K portfolio. And he always adds some more tokens to the wallet. Well, not bad. And I think on good projects, it's not the worst time to be buying if you just don't care. I do have faith in the market. I just, I'm running out of patience in regards to to see where we came from and to see your portfolio down so much. In a normal bull market, it's okay, but we've been down for so many years. It's frustrating and it's annoying. That's all. It'll all be good. It's just, it's much better to have a sell-off in a bull market when it's just a panic sell, and then we get back to things. We're not doing that, and the economic data is okay, and it's just your typical sell-off. This is not. This is just. It's part of panic sells, for retail who doesn't know or who are sick of it, but this is just a long-term sell-off since the highs of Bitcoin this year. But we will survive. C90, I think kicking myself for being in profit with ADA and not cutting. Yes, it's, you'll get that back. It's annoying. You almost would rather have gotten out and then had the money on the side to do what you want for, when we turn around. So I completely get it. I'm kicking myself quite a bit not selling AIOZ at $1.09. I mean, that was hundreds of thousands of dollars I could still sell it now and do okay, but I'm too stubborn too. I'm not selling it down 50%. So I'm with you. And I wish I sold out of my Polygon and quite a few others. So I completely get what you're saying. I'm trying to avoid my neighbor, so I'm going to cross my street. I don't need to get into a conversation with anyone. Yeah, I think you got to look at, I don't think anyone should be taking losses right now, but definitely profits, even though they may be smaller. I don't think it's a horrible idea. I should listen to my own advice, but I don't think it's the worst idea to be taking profits. You know, there's a couple I'm looking at where I was up, 20,000 on, and if I sell it right now, it'll be $100. And I'm seriously considering it. Why not? If I truly believe in it, I can buy it back. So don't be afraid to take profits. I think it's hard to sell. I know it is. When I hit the sell button this morning, it was excruciating. Because when I was going to sell something like Velo and all that, which probably would have been a good sell last week, and I didn't end up doing it. I was going to sell Velo and Arrow and Near and Stacks. Stacks I should have sold, but I bought them so low, $1. But, Stacks, I have a ton of it. It's at $3. We're going to be getting in the dollar-ish territory, so it's hard to pull the trigger. CMC notification. Well, nothing wrong with that. No, you're not a shrimp. I'm far from a whale or anything. I just happen to have quite a bit of money in it, and I'm not special. It's just maybe I'm stupid. H bar 10, 7, yes. H bar, man. Whew. I saw people talking about the BlackRock partnership, which is not true. Amazing. The optimism we get and the false crap. Hold on, I'm looking here. All right, it's not neighbors, it's just workers. I just don't want to get into a conversation with any neighbors. Talking to you guys. Yeah, C90, I don't think it's a bad idea. If you're really on the edge, keeping a close eye on the market today, and if you're up profit, might not be of course you're going to sell and it's going to pop up, but you'll have money then on the side to jump into something else, And if I do anything else, I'll jump on and just maybe gives confidence. We all, misery loves company, and so there's happiness. So if I do any other trades, I'll do a short video saying what I'm doing. Only reason being just because, as I mentioned, it might help someone make a decision. I need that too, though. It's not easy. To me, in the cycle, it's just too early to be selling. But where are we in the cycle? Right? If more bad data comes out, we're done for a while. That's just, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if we get into more economic turmoil, another war or some crazy shit like that, that's what we're just driving down more. And I can't imagine if those ETFs, BlackRock and all them start dumping. I mean, could you imagine with the tens of billions they bought, that unloading? Now that won't happen all at once, but we'll have to see. So don't fret, don't fear. We're all in the same boat. Do me a favor, feel free. Surprisingly, only crypto I'm proud of is my ETH. Yeah, that holds strong. You can say what you want about ETH. And there are, shit's being thrown at them like crazy. Total FUD. It holds strong. Bitcoin holds strong if you really think about it, but who's buying it at 60K? Not me. It's no, I would have to say should have just bought only ETH. Yeah, it's easy to say. I wanted to buy it at, where did we get down to, 1,000 or 1,500 in the last bear market? I was waiting for like 800. Never happened. I was waiting for 10,000 Bitcoin. Never happened. And then I got picky at 17,000 and all that. You know, what's your price prediction on Gala Games? I have no price prediction. I wouldn't invest in Gala. P1014. Not a fan of Gala. The only game tokens I like are Luvium and IMX. So in regards to price prediction, I couldn't tell you right now, but I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. I think you'll make money on it eventually, but I wouldn't be jumping in on that right now. So let's keep in contact. Let me know what you guys are doing and what you need from me. I'm gonna go burn off some steam. You guys are the best. ZE, C90, love you guys. P1014, thanks for jumping on. Sorry for the no notice, but I suck at this. $300 on Gala. Nice. All right, brothers, be good. I'll be back.